The 12 roasts of Christmas Price Cutter gave to me some meats from the deli.
Very good.
We just did it for you, Trav.
I appreciate
All
that.
for you, Travis.
All for you, Travis Burks from Price Cutter, the 12 roasts of Christmas. Now, that's way better than 12 days of Christmas.
It sure is.
Yeah.
It gives you all kinds of choices.
It does.
So that's what we're going to talk about today. 12 roasts that we're offered Price Cutter, as well as a ham choices as well.
Okay.
So 12 roasts. Top round roast. Bottom round roast. Of course, you could use that if you wanted to also do jerky or if you wanted steaks or anything.
Okay.
Arm roast or our clawed would be. Chuck. Everybody's familiar with a chuck roast.
Yes.
We're going to go right here with the rib roast, which is like prime rib.
Oh!
That's what,
we know that.
It looks like beforehand.
I've heard about it before.
One of my favorite things to cook. It's so easy. 500 for about 30 minutes. Turn the
But
oven
it sounds
off and let
expensive. When you say prime rib, it sounds expensive.
Right.
Yeah.
It's really not too bad this week.
Could I put that
Good
in the crock pot, or is that just a waste?
I wouldn't do that.
See, I knew you were going to tell me I couldn't do that.
Don't do it.
Then we'll move on down just a little bit farther to the pork side. So pork butts, if you wanted to, the way this weather's going, get your smoker out.
Yes, true.
And go that route. A little bit behind there, boneless Prairie Fresh pork loin roast.
Nice.
Wow.
Now, if you wanted to in the store too, I'm sure you're familiar with a crown roast.
No.
No, not necessarily.
You would take the pork loin itself, and then they just wrap it around, tie it, and you put your stuffing and things like that in the middle, and then bake it that way.
Oh, nice.
Yes, okay. You're learning.
Pork tenderloin.
We have heard of that.
Which are very easy. It's basically the beef fillet. It's the pork of the pig.
Nice.
It's very nice. Leg of lamb.
Yes.
If you like, if you're lamb.
I like it. I've had it prepared correctly and incorrectly, and I love it correctly.
Yeah, it's good correctly.
Yes.
That's the best way to do it. And then down a little bit farther with Prairie Fresh signature line, which are these items here. They are already marinated.
Ooh,
with
nice.
Three choices with the honey sriracha, the carne asada, and then the rotisserie.
What? I want the honey sriracha.
So basically, these are so easy as you just take that out of the bag, you put it in just a roasting pan in the oven at 275, cook it for about an hour, 15 minutes. You want about 185 degrees on these once they're done. And then it's like you slaved over it all day. Really good product.
I love it.
We like to use this one here for street tacos. So you put that in, pull it apart, and then you got little tacos.
That sounds amazing.
Oh, that does.
Yeah, which is really good.
Yes.
On down a little bit farther, everyone's favorite, of course, just like mine, is the tri-tip roast. Very good. It's one of my favorites.
Lots of flavor.
Yes. Beside that, brisket.
Oh, this is brisket. I love brisket.
If you're wanting to feed a lot of people,
you
got 10, 11 hours to smoke, then there you go.
Okay.
225 on the smoker. Usually takes about 9 hours really to get it done, and you're ready to go on that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit farther
This
here
one?
behind. So this here, I'm sure everybody's heard of Filet Mignon or like beef Wellington or beef tenderloin roast. This is what it looks like beforehand. Running these in the ad that way so you could get however big a one you want. They'll trim it down for you, or you could just take it home and cook it that way too.
Travis, is this also used for beef Bourguignon?
Yes.
Whoa. Yeah. I just like saying it like that.
If you wanted to do that as well?
I love some beef Bourguignon.
If you just want to keep it simple, this week, also strip steaks, $8.99.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
That is good.
Very nice, quick and easy. You could,
Do you think people should invest in a meat thermometer? Is that a good investment? Yes.
Yeah, not so much on the beef side because it's all preference, but pork for sure, most certainly chicken.
Chicken, yeah.
Or any kind of poultry like that. Then we'll move down a little bit farther there. In the red foil wrapper is the Smithfield spiral sliced ham. They do come with a pack, so once you cook that, it's already sliced around the bone, so all you're doing is really warming it up.
So wait, is this pre-cooked then?
Those are pre-cooked.
Okay, I like the pre-cooked.
I love that.
I love that.
All the ham options I brought today are all pre-cooked.
Oh,
so
perfect.
Really just warming them up. Beside that there, the Kretschmar boneless ham. There's also a half ham too, but we're running the whole hams. Now you could cook it like that.
Right.
Smoke it, double smoke it, or they can slice it for you in the meat shop, and then you could serve it that way. Then the two beside it there, the Fricks, which is a local item. The butt half and the shank half, depending on what you wanted to do with that.
Right.
Now, I do know that JB Spice has a great recipe for the hams with his red dirt road.
We like that.
He was on the show a couple weeks ago, and you don't know how many viewers text or messages about the spice rub and how he did that ham, because it was amazing.
Yeah, it's really good.
The red dirt road, I love
Yes,
that.
and the way he did it, and he talked about doing the turkey with mayonnaise with the rub,
Right.
and I was like, Game changer.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd never heard of some of the ways his recipes were.
Yeah, the fats that come from that really helps out too.
That's great.
So those are options there. They can slice those in the shop for you as well, or you could just cook it whole and then, if you're a carver, then there you go.
Do you have an electric, one of those electric
I do.
knives? I need to invest in one.
Yeah.
I don't
Really
have
nice
one.
to have.
Yeah.
And then some other options are the Reeser sides and the Bob Evans sides that are also in our ad this week. Very simple. Make you look like a hero in no time.
Yeah, just put it in your own bowl and
Yeah,
you're good
they're
to
good
go.
products.
And you know what Kelly and I do. Kelly, you know what we do.
What do we do?
We put it in our own bowl and then
That's
we add our
right.
own stuff to it.
That's right.
We zhuzh it up.
Yes, we did
Absolutely.
do it.
We do have some other options if you want seafood. Salmon
Right.
fillets are in the ad this week. We got an assortment of shrimp,
Yeah.
shrimp trays,
Yeah.
whatever you really want. Crab legs, oysters, all those things.
And don't be afraid to ask questions, guys. Just like there's some things Jeremy and I are not familiar with. If you go to the deli or to the meat counter and you have a question about something, Price Cutter's always so great to help you out. Like if you have a question about how to cook it or whatever.
Yeah, and what they've done too, if you don't care to hold those up there,
yeah.
showing they've taken the time with these 12 roasts, and you'll find these in the meat shops on the service counters or by the meat shop. They're recipe cards for each individual one of these 12 roasts at Christmas. So on the back of those cards are the recipes, fail-safe.
Wow.
You can get that in the store, buy what you need in the store, and they make it step by step for you. So very simple.
That's fantastic, like a little recipe card. Right there.
I am in love with this, and I want all of these right now.
I'm going to choose this card.
Okay, good. What did you get?
I got beef pot roast. Yes, thank you so much.
I'm getting maple glazed rib roast.
Oh, isn't this fantastic?
Look at
The old
these.
prime rib roast.
Yeah.
Wow, beef tenderloin, chuck roast sandwich recipe.
Yeah. And you can also hire Travis to come over and cook for you. I'm just teasing.
Whatever it takes.
As long as you
Whatever
bring
it
Tinley
That's
as
right.
your sous chef.
Absolutely, she's great help.
She is a great
Yeah.
help. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. You guys have a good Christmas.
Oh, it's good to see you.
Merry Christmas, Trav. So good to see you. And I guess we'll see you next time in 2022.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
See you next year.
Yeah, see you next year.
Okay. Coming up, our friend Ingrid Fair is with us to spread some holiday cheer. That'll be fun.
Look at that one, Kansas
Kansas City
strip.
strip
Yum.
steak.
That
yes.
looks amazing.